Welcome to this video about how much Burger King pays its employees. In this video, I'm going to give you some information to see whether or not a Burger King job is for you. Here's what you're going to get. How many hours do you get working part-time? The starting pay and the average pay for team members. The hourly shift coordinator pay. Assistant manager, if you're working as an assistant manager, what is your salary going to be? How about general managers? If you want to work as a general manager, what are you going to get paid? I'll answer the question as to whether Burger King gives a raise and when they give it. A little bit about the dress code, the break policy, how you can call in sick without getting yourself in trouble, and the answer to, does Burger King pay weekly or bi-weekly? Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any videos talking about how much a company pays its employees. Okay, so as far as the Burger King starting pay, how much does Burger King pay its entry-level employees? Well, the minimum pay for an entry-level worker is approximately $8 to $9 per hour. Now, this all depends on whether the store is franchise-owned or it's owned by the company. Company-owned Burger Kings are usually starting out somewhere around $8.50 an hour. Now, quite frankly, I'm a little shocked because it's nowhere near being a livable wage. Meaning, I don't see how anybody can live off the salary you can get here as an entry-level team member. However, there is some hope within the fast food business. And if you look at companies such as McDonald's and Taco Bell, the starting pay and the average pay is much higher. How many hours can you expect to work every week if you're full-time? You can probably expect somewhere between 30 to 40 hours and sometimes 45 hours. You'll get a few hours of overtime here and there. What about the part-time pay for Burger King employees? Well, the part-time pay is the same as a full-time salary. The difference is you don't get eligible for any benefits. The part-time hours for Burger King workers, what are they? As a part-time worker at Burger King, you're going to be lucky if you get anywhere between 15 to 25 hours of work every week. Now, if you want to become a full-time worker, you need to really be on point. You need to show up on time every day, and you need to be able to fill in for anybody who misses work. You know, the whole idea is to let management know that you are ready for the task and you want to become a permanent employee. Now, Burger King salaries. We're taking everything into account here, and starting with the pay for the team member, I would say that Burger King is lagging behind most fast food places. Now, this is a bit of a surprise because Burger King is supposed to be the third largest fast food company in the entire world. So now, in defense of the franchise owners, they do have to put up with a lot of hiring and firing. And, this costs money and it gets passed on to the lack of pay to the employees. Either way, the pay is still pretty low. Now, as far as the positions, let's start with the team member pay. Team members usually start out somewhere around what we talked about earlier, which is the entry-level pay of $8 to $9 an hour, and that depends on your location. Now, based on $8 an hour, you're only going to make $16,640 a year, and that's without overtime. The Burger King shift coordinator, also known as the hourly shift coordinator, you're going to make around $11.40 an hour. Now, this job comes with a lot of responsibility, so the pay is pretty low for what you do. As a matter of fact, Indeed.com rates it as being 22% below average in pay. Burger King assistant manager, what do they make? Well, the average assistant manager pay is approximately $35,450 a year. Now, once again, this is really way below the national average. And a lot of the complaints that I hear and see, especially from Indeed.com, is how you work so much for so little. Moving on to the Burger King general manager. The pay for a general manager is $44,500 a year on average. Again, this is way below the national average. Now, with this job, just like the assistant manager position, you're going to be working a lot of hours, and you're going to end up with way less than what your salary looks like. In other words, instead of making $25 an hour, you're going to make probably around $20 to $21 an hour when you mix in all the hours you worked. Does Burger King give raises? They do give raises. You'll be glad to know that. At least something is working in your favor. However, a lot of employees say it takes a long time to get a raise, and some employees say that even when they do get a raise, it's possibly 5 cents to 15 cents an hour. The other thing is that there are employees who say they have not gotten a raise for a year and a half of working there. Now, if this happens to you, you've got to do something about it. You're going to have some type of meeting with a manager or an assistant manager and explain your case. If you stay silent, you can forget about getting a raise. The dress code. What is a dress code for BK employees? Well, there's that beautiful gray shirt with the stripes on it that looks like a Whopper. I don't know if you've seen that. The other thing is you have black pants and you have the anti-slip black shoes to go with it. Now, some franchise owners, they provide the uniforms. Others don't. So be aware of this. The Burger King break policy. What is the break policy? Well, as an employee, you're going to get a 50% discount off some of the items for meals every day. So you might want to take advantage of that. If you're a full-time employee and you work 8 hours, you're going to get one unpaid 30-minute break for a meal and 2 10-minute breaks. Now, the breaks for 10 minutes are paid and the meal is not. Be aware that the meal breaks have to be taken within the first 5 hours when you work an 8-hour shift. Now, if you're only going to work 6 hours, then you don't have to take that meal break if you don't want to. Now, calling out sick. If you're going to be missing work on any day, you need to call the manager about 4 hours in advance so that you can let them know that you're not coming into work. If you are going to be absent for at least 3 days, you're going to have to bring in a note from a doctor. Do Burger King employees get paid weekly or bi-weekly? Well, BK employees get paid bi-weekly, and the pay period is going to start usually on a Sunday and end on a Saturday, and then you get paid that following Friday. So if you're a new employee and you start working on a Wednesday of the last 3 days of your pay period, you're only going to get paid 3 days that following Friday. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future videos on how much each of these companies pays its employees.